Hello, internets. Jesus loves you. My name is Cody, and this is the Christian News Show we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays with geeksundergrace.com. And the first thing that I want to talk about are bikers. And honestly, when a Christian brings up biker gangs, I feel like our minds kind of go one way, but we're going to go the other. Because about 1,300 bikers make up this event called Bikers with Boxes. They gather at the Billy Graham Library, and then they donate to something called Operation Christmas Child. And we've talked about Operation Christmas Child before. They actually make sure that kids overseas get Christmas presents who usually wouldn't. And so I just wanted to start the day with that because humans are cool. And moving on, the next thing we're going to talk about is a metal disaster, but I'm going to do my best here. So there's a school district in Illinois that, like most schools, has a boys' locker room and a girls' locker room. But then there were some complaints about this from some transgendered students. And now the story gets pulled two ways. You have the Obama administration of civil rights urging this school district to allow transgendered students into the locker room or shower rooms that they want to go into. And then you have the school district attorneys who are saying there's no federal law saying that you have to listen to that. And in fact, allowing a student to go into a different bathroom that is their opposite sex breaks the privacy that you're giving the parents and those other students. And like, I try to keep an open mind on stuff like this. In fact, some of you will probably say that I have too open of a mind, but I have to agree with the lawyers here. I mean, kids could abuse the crap out of this. I mean, allowing them into these locker rooms and shower rooms is not only asking for sexual harassment, but sexual assault. I see having a separate locker room for these kids, or maybe letting them into the locker rooms after everyone else has left. But then that starts sounding like segregation. I think the big difference here is that you can't prove that this boy thinks that he's a girl, even though he says so. I'm sure you'll find a lot of authentic people out there, but you're also gonna find a lot of people who aren't. And then our final story of the day, we need to talk about a man named Corey Jones. At his terrible situation, Corey Jones had a car pulled over because it was broken down. He was waiting with his car to get it towed. Corey Jones had a license to carry and was doing so. A police officer pulled over to check on this car, see what was going on. And then details are kind of fuzzy here, but the police officer then shot Corey Jones. Corey Jones may or may not have had the gun in his hand. We don't know. And as always, instead of just having sympathy for the situation, people are taking sides. Some blaming Corey Jones because he may have had a gun out. Other people side with Corey Jones saying he probably didn't have his gun out. This police officer shot a black man who is also a Christian drummer. And honestly, I kind of side with Corey Jones here, even if he did pull the gun, because the police officer was not in his uniform and he was in an unmarked police van. So if you see a giant white van come out and then somebody start running towards you, who knows your reaction? Unless there is definitive proof that Corey Jones shot first, then I do not believe that this was handled correctly. But that being said, as I've said with everything, this probably could have been avoided if the vehicle would have had a dash cam, first of all, and if the police officer would have had a body cam. Now, if he's not wearing his uniform, he's probably not going to have a body cam on him anyways, but not a dash cam, really? We shouldn't have to be afraid of our police. I'm willing to pay a few extra tax dollars to make sure everyone is wearing a camera so that stuff like this doesn't happen. And if it does, we know who did it. I'm so frustrated with people hearing these news stories and then taking sides without any kind of proof whatsoever to what exactly happened. Basically ignoring the fact that a man is dead and we don't know why, and not having any sympathy for either of those facts at all. That being said, prayers out to Corey Jones' family. I can't imagine what's going through them, or as also the church family, because he was part of a church. He was a drummer in their worship service. I don't know. That's where we're going to end today's show. Question of the day goes back to transgendered bathrooms. Do you think that there should be transgender bathrooms at all? Do you think that boys should be allowed in girls' bathrooms or showers or locker rooms, what have you, or what? I want you guys have to say, so please leave a comment in the comment section below with your answer. My name is Cody, Armour, bringing you Christian news in a not so boring kind of way every Tuesday and Thursday. In closing, let the haters hate, let the Christians pray. To everybody, like, subscribe. I will see you later, and God bless.